Okay, so this is a practice for OP1. My friend's first OP1 is next week, so he just wants to practice. So this is Operation Return. There's the self-replicating mines placed. There's the wormhole placed over there. I have my 100-point Klingon fleet. There's the DS9. It's a Playmates model. I always like to do that. Love the sound on that thing and the lights. I've got 100 points Klingons. I got the Mokta with Martok in Defense Condition 1. Then there's Cronus 1 with Koloth in Defense Condition 1. And then there's just a Vorcha with Worf on it. And over there, he's got the Enterprise with Kirk on. Okay, so he's got the actual 2 Enterprises with the proper captains. So on the Enterprise, the first one, you have James D. Kirk, Geordie LaForge, Scott, Worf, Photon Torpedoes, and then 2 elite talents, which we don't know what they are.
Nobody's ever seen those.
No. And then he's also got Jean-Luc Picard on the Enterprise D with Spock and Miles O'Brien. And then he's got Antimatter Mines and Engage also on the Enterprise. So, Enterprise D. So he's got 2 up-kitted ships there, and we're going to see how we do for the OP1s. Good practice. Okay, so the very first turn, his ships moved forward. I didn't know the Federation, the Enterprise D, could do a forward 5. That was impressive. Anyway, yeah, it did that 5, and yeah, I was impressed. And no one was in range of the station yet, so that's kind of cool, but there we are. Okay, so that was actually a pretty eventful round. The Vorcha class with Worf moved over, and Worf beamed over. Then both my Vorchas fired on the Enterprise.
Enterprise D.
Enterprise D. Martok missed with everything. The Vorcha was able to hit with, I don't know, a little bit of damage. And the station fired. And stripped the last shields and did 3 damage to
the now limping Enterprise D.
But the 2 Enterprises fired on the station, and it's got 5 damage and 1 critical damage, so it's only got 2 hull left.
And it can't turn.
And
the red moon.
That's right, one of the crits it can't turn. Okay, good point. Anyway, so there we are. The Klingons control the station, but I'm pretty sure we're going to lose it here shortly. And this is how it's looking. Okay, so the Kirk in his Enterprise there, he did the Corbinite maneuver, so no one could fire at him this round, and he didn't fire at anybody. The other Enterprise, the Picard, destroyed the station. It was very sad. Poor Klingons. However, then Martok fired back in the Mokta and was able to destroy what was left of the Enterprise D. So that's how it's looking right now. Okay, so the Klingon ships were able to move so that the Enterprise bumped, so he didn't get any actions. I had to cloak with the Katinga and then use Martok's ability to help Koloth sensor echo in the Enterprise's way. Then Koloth and the no-name guy on the Vorcha. Worf was the captain of the Vorcha, but
previously the Worf.
But he died on DS9. Anyway, they were able to destroy the Enterprise, they thought, but somehow Kirk cheated death. But he has no more of those cards available, so that is where it's at right now. Okay, so this is how Operation Return ends. Kirk tried to back up. I anticipated this, and so I blocked him in. I had 2 ships pointing one way, and just in case he went forward, I had another ship pointing the other way, so I was trying to cover all my bases. Alan actually taught me this when I played against him, and if I put all my ships one way, he obviously went the other way. So I was trying to cover my bases. The Vorcha, that Worf used to pilot, has an executive officer and XO obviously doing the work, and he should be promoted because he rolled 6 dice, 5 for the Vorcha and then 1 for the range.
With a crit.
That's right, and he's got 5 hits and a crit. And without shields, there is nothing that James T. Kirk could do, and he's already used his Corbinite maneuver and everything. So, yeah, that's how that game ends. What do you think of that one?
Well, I do everything differently.
I know.
That was the point. You were trying to practice.
You were trying to practice. Yeah, no, that was kind of brutal, but it was good. I was glad to get the station, even though you blew up my station.